typical Monday morning work check by Mum. Only this morning I knew I was in big trouble. Today I was exactly 1 week behind in algebra, and Mum was about to find out. And then what? Surely she hadn't really meant what she'd said about if I didn't catch up at the end of the week.
What have you been doing all week, Susanna? I can't see anything you've been doing. Out the door, you're going to be turned around outside, you're going to thrust your ball at you, and you don't come back for a week because you...
Alone in the schoolyard, with all the school bullies, those menacing, notorious thugs that inhabit every schoolyard. How could I survive this? Hang on, I'm homeschooled. There aren't any bullies. Just me and my algebra, alone against the wild. 5 days worth of algebra, 135 problems. So I sat down to make a start. But me and algebra just don't get on. I think A is for apple. So, first wild food coming up. I should have said coming down. The nearby silver beet was less of a threat, the first of my 5+ a day. Day 1 in the wild soon became night 1, and a plank of wood served as a place to rest my head, my body, and most of my limbs. Day 2 saw me back at those books again, but my groaning stomach soon propelled me to the corn patch. He that has an ear, let him hear. Don't eat corn past its use-by date, you'll end up with a bellyache. Silver beet seemed to bring that under control though, and after a second day of labouring under the weight of mathematical equations, that night I slept under the weight of them. For part of the night anyway. What I wouldn't give for a hot-cooked breakfast. Algebra didn't help, even eggs it said. Well, I couldn't have ham, but I could have eggs. If I could just catch one. Got it! Now to get the egg out. I think it's this end. But Cocky wouldn't oblige. At least I'd have discovered a more comfy place to spend the night. A place to stretch out and catch up on my sleep. Catch what? A rat! I bailed out of there. After a 4th breakfast of silver beet and a bit of cross multiplying, I decided I needed to add a bit of protein to my diet. But instead of milk, I got butter. As the day drew to a close, I searched for somewhere off the damp ground to sleep. The bike shed. But on a bike seat, even reverse planking isn't comfortable. I decided my brain needed meat to work. I wasn't made to be a vegetarian, but 5 days of silver beet had me beat too. I didn't have energy to be a carnivore. After an early dinner of you-know-what, I curled up to sleep, perchance to dream of hot-cooked dinners, cosy beds, and pages of completed maths. But instead of visions of sugar plums, I woke to find raindrops dancing on my head. I took cover under a sieve. I didn't even open my book the next morning. Only a miracle could save me now. And here he came. Little Johnny Brainbox from next door. Hi, Susie, he said. Mum sent me out to play. Oh, goody, algebra. Can I have a look? And he set to. In no time at all my problems were solved. When he'd finished, he thanked me, and I thanked him. And my saviour walked back home to play on his computer.
Susanna! At last!
Of course,
yes,
I was allowed
very
back
good.
inside then. All my algebra was caught up. I vowed to turn over a new leaf. Just as long as it wasn't green.